We are here today to talk about the new Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom Traversing Hyrule trailer. What did we learn?
Wow. We got a juicy, about 6-minute trailer this morning. Showed us a lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
Look, this game's coming out in less than 2 months. It's time to get the ball rolling.
It really is.
With the promotion. So this is great.
Yes,
great
it's really coming out sooner than I realized.
Yes.
So I'm getting excited, which is very fun.
Been scouring through this trailer, came up with 10 things that really caught our eye.
Yeah.
That we want to talk about a little bit.
Yeah, let's get started with the first thing, which is
expanding the world of Hyrule from A Link to the Past.
Right.
So clearly this is building upon the world map of that game, but they have made some interesting tweaks and changes.
Yeah.
Obviously, A Link to the Past came out a long time ago, before a lot of these sorts of standards of the Zelda series had been set.
Right.
So we see things like what was previously known as the Desert of Mystery, now it's called Gerudo Desert.
Which we all know now.
Which makes sense.
But back then, you know, we didn't know that.
Right, a lot of those things before had more kind of general, vague terms, but now like that mythology has really been set, and we're even seeing, you know, we've got Gorons, we've got Zora, we got different types of Zora.
Yeah.
The Gerudo are there, so it is going to feel very comfortable for the people who are, you know, maybe newcomers to the series and just now they know who all these different characters and character types are.
I do like that they go into a little bit more detail on each character's background as well. You can see that there's a lot of characters, you know, that have different personalities, and Zelda gets to meet them and actually see like what they're about. So I'm glad that it's not just we're expanding the actual place, we're actually like deepening the culture of that place as well.
I'm very interested in the feud between the River Zora and the Sea Zora. I need to know more about that.
What side are you on? Pick a side right now.
I don't have enough information. I won't be getting. I also won't be getting. I won't be getting involved.
You're Switzerland.
In Zora conflicts, I am Switzerland. Yes. Number 2. Side quests, which you pointed out the UI for this looked exactly like the UI.
100% exactly the same as Breath of the Wild.
Right, right. This is positioned as, in the video, quote, a big part of your adventure, which makes me wonder how many of these are there going to be? But it does seem like you can go all around the world, and there will be people who need you to do things for you from some sort of a reward. You know, it seems like a nice optional thing for the game to have.
Yeah.
Again, I do wonder, you know, it's like, well, how long is this game? How much
main quest is there?
How much of these are they going to try and like pad this out with? I'm not worried about that right now, but that phrasing, a big part of your adventure, did make me, I was like, interesting thing to say.
Yeah, I guess maybe what they're trying to get at is like, don't skip the side quests, which is a good thing to remember, because sometimes you can get very caught up in like the main story and stuff like that, and then sometimes you maybe miss a few things along the way, but glad that there are options. The UI makes it very clear what is a side quest and what is a main quest, obviously, so I think it's up to you to kind of choose, but seems like, you know, a very deep world with lots of different characters to meet, and I think the side quest could become, you know, a part of that sort of idea of getting to know people better in the world. So I'm not mad at it.
A lot of those side quests in the recent Zelda games have been very fun and given you some additional story flavor. So yeah, maybe it's not a bad thing.
Yes.
Waypoints and fast travel. So the fast travel, they were very liberal with that in Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, just zipping around, turning into dust, poof, off you go.
Yeah, shrine away, as they say. Yes.
Obviously, the world in games like A Link to the Past is much smaller. You could probably, you know, in that game, you could get from one side to the other in just a couple minutes.
Seconds, yeah.
But this is a nice modern amenity that I think people will like. You know, let's save yourself some time, and I think it'll still be worthwhile to explore the world, but if you do need to get from point A to point B quickly, it's nice to have.
Seems like you have to like get to that waypoint maybe to activate it. So there is still that initial exploration. You know me, I'm a map completionist.
Activate all towers before anything else.
I will be doing that. I can already see myself getting so much satisfaction from going to each map, exploring it, you know, getting the waypoint, and then seeing the map sort of open up little by little. I love that feeling, so I'm all here for that.
Good.
And it's awesome.
Our next thing, perhaps the most viral moment or thing from this entire video.
I literally squealed like a little girl.
The horse. Zelda can get a horse. It looks exactly like the horse from Pocket Card Jockey.
The horse
What would you like to say? Please, say whatever you need to say about this horse.
I just need to tell you that the horse is so cute and so tiny. And I'm going to need you, Nintendo, to make a tiny amiibo of the tiny horse. And I need it right now, please.
Horseback Zelda. That could be a
that
really cool
amiibo. That would be a cool amiibo.
Make it big, make it bigger, make it like that Detective Pikachu one?
No, make it small.
Oh, the smaller the better,
A little cute little baby.
A miniature.
A little baby horse with a baby Zelda.
Okay.
Just
interesting.
So cute. Maybe a little tiny carrot.
The horse is real, though.
The horse is real, and it has some real stuff that you can do.
This seems extremely useful.
Yeah.
So you can just barrel right into enemies and take them out.
Poof away.
Do damage to them. That sounds great. You can jump over obstacles.
Yes.
I like that a lot.
It looked pretty nimble, too. You know, sometimes you don't like horses in games because not every horse is torrent, and not every horse has the mobility that you would like. What do you think of this horse's mobility?
I think this looks right. I mean, it seems like the whole point of a horse to me is to make getting around much more convenient and faster.
And this horse looks pretty mobile.
It definitely looked fast. It definitely looked like it could hop around. So I'm into it. So between this and the fast travel,
you're really zipping around the world.
You're going to be flying around this place.
Yeah. You are just zipping around, which is great. You can summon it by creating a carrot echo.
Right.
Also, just adorable.
Good.
I love it that you don't just, the horse is just not like far away and you have to go to somewhere to get it back. That's always a troubling thing.
I wonder if that will happen at a certain point in the game. It's like, well, you can't create the carrot echo until this happens. And now you have free reign over this horse.
I need to get the carrot quest.
Makes you think, yes.
Very quickly then.
Our next, and perhaps our most questionable item in here. Why did they talk about this? You can create smoothies for some sorts of power-ups. As they specifically pointed out, you obtain these from a, quote, business scrub.
How do I become a business scrub?
You are a business scrub.
Good.
You don't have to do anything. That's what you actually are.
I will be opening a smoothie shop on the mountainside. See you later.
Put it on your business
scrub. Put it on my business card, business scrub. It seems like a thing to do with the stuff you might be collecting around the world.
Right, you feed it ingredients and make this smoothie.
So it's kind of like, what are you doing with all the stuff that you're picking up off the ground? Might as well turn into something kind of useful.
It was a little vague about the nature of these. Are these temporary power-ups, these permanent power-ups? In previous Zelda games, like, again, you could create these potions. I imagine this is kind of the same sort of idea.
Right. You would go to the witch's hut, for example, in like A Link to the Past or a game like that where you can create some kind of brew. They've always been about the empty bottles in Zelda games, so I guess maybe this is like a logical next step. You get your little like Stanley cup or something and you're ready to go with your
smoothie in a bottle. That's my favorite Sting song. Yes. So, using our powers of deduction, we can understand that these power-ups are probably temporary because you do get permanent power-ups from our next thing, outfits and accessories, which, to everybody's pleasure, these are visible when you actually equip them. So Zelda's outfit actually changes.
She does have an outfit change, but they all are useful. Like we saw things like you power up how many hearts show up in the world. You can have power-ups that help you, dive for a longer period of time. Little flippers. Right. Very cute.
But that's a great detail. Cute. That's a great detail. I don't think they had to do that in this game.
Yeah,
completely changing the outfit. You get ponytail.
Ponytail means business.
Ponytail on a pony.
Means
what do you think of this?
I mean, she's ready to adventure. That's why you put your hair in a ponytail in the first place. You mean business.
To ride a horse?
Yes.
Oh.
Also, let's see who has the better look between Zelda in the Garuda outfit or Link in the Garuda outfit. I say Link still, honestly.
Can she get Link's outfit? That's a question I have. Yes.
That's very interesting. Okay, we shall see. But it sounds like there's a lot of cool outfits and accessories. They actually do something, which is nice.
The video wrapped up with a couple features that are pretty crunchy, but also look pretty useful in terms of the gameplay. Bind, which is you attaching an object to Zelda, and it kind of stays stationary relative to where Zelda's moving. So the big example was there's this huge boulder, and you can attach yourself to that through Bind, and then move it, and then drop it into a pit. So things that are kind of too big for you to use your Echo abilities on.
Yeah, this kind of reminded me a little bit of like an Ultra Hand kind of thing, where it kind of even had that like green, line thing that sort of attached you to the object. Seems like it kind of has more puzzle solving elements, equated with it, which is interesting.
Right. It didn't, unlike Ultra Hand, you could really move it around in any different direction. It seemed like this is just like it is remaining the same distance from you from where you attached it.
Right.
You can't you can't really be flipping it around
Yeah.
360. So maybe a bit more limited, but it definitely looks useful.
Very useful.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we saw the reverse bond, which is kind of the counter to bind, where you attach Zelda to an object. So there was, you know, her attaching herself to some creatures that were helping her to climb up walls and,
or like
get around.
a cart that was going across the
Yeah.
world so she can get across like a chasm.
Yes.
There are some interesting things where you can attach yourself to a creature and you can like fly.
Yeah.
Or there was a creature that was kind of like rolling across the ground really quickly and you can use that to like pull yourself along. Honestly, I feel like Reverse Bond was a little OP. Like,
you haven't played this game. How do you know this?
Kind of look like she can pretty much do whatever she wants at this point with this reverse bond. So we'll see how the balance is.
It's like a grappling hook meets a lasso, which are two things that are pretty cool in video games.
Yeah.
So
iconic in a Zelda game too.
Yes, I feel like they will foresee a lot of those OP moments and kind of build the game around that so that you can't abuse it.
I hope so, because or else it just feels like it's too easy to like just easily get out of any situation without really having to think through it. Yeah.
One more thing, it is something that we saw. We did have to go back and check the initial reveal trailer, though.
Right.
We did see a bit more of those longer segments of these 2D gameplay types, similar to what was in Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
They were really only flashed in that first trailer.
But this is long segments.
I was like, wait, was that confirmed in the first one? I couldn't remember. It was there, but we got a better look at it here. So I've always enjoyed those. I think those are fun little switch ups on the main gameplay. So nice to know that those are fully back.
Exactly. I think it's nice to just have a little bit of sort of more traditional platforming and stuff like that, and always nice to change it up. So. And
then our last thing is something that we were speculating about.
I know.
Based on this ESRB listing where they're like, hey, maybe you're going to be playing as Link. No Link to be seen or heard from.
Yeah, but I do wonder, at the very end,
yes.
you know, of the trailer, Zelda has opened sort of a portal into the rift.
Yes.
And I wonder if she dives in, if that's where Link is going to be. Because he's stuck in the other side, right?
Well, if she dives in, then she'll be there too.
Yeah, so I'm wondering what that gameplay might be like. Or if we meet Link in that situation when she goes into the rifts. Because the whole point is that, you know, these rifts are here and she's trying to like close them up and stuff.
You and I have a difference of opinion on this.
Yeah.
I think if you play as Link, it's going to be just a little bit. You think it might be more. I think we have time left in their campaign for maybe one more big reveal.
Yeah.
Maybe around, you know, September, early September or so. So I guess we'll find out then.
Can they give Link a tiny Epona? And then they can just ride off into the cute little sunset together?
Okay. Maybe that's the ending. You just leaked the ending. Gosh.
And
overall, though,
2 amiibos. Okay, I'm really into
this trailer. I thought this was a great trailer.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this game.
Same.
And it's close. That's the best thing. It's like we did not have to wait 7 years for this game.
Exactly.
Month and a half. I can do it.
You can make it.
Yes.
I'm getting very hyped. This trailer looked amazing. I loved getting a look at just the expanded world of Hyrule in this game. All of it, all the gameplay looks super duper fun. I can't wait to find out what happens next. And yeah, it's coming very soon.
Indeed.
So let us know what you guys loved or didn't like about the trailer in the comments, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.